Blood.
Suspected there are a load of rift hounds here too!
Ooh, I get to use riding. Okay. They kicked my riding to the curve. Let's see your stats. Copium.
Leave them to me.
I am the Shogun. I have to do all of this with Shogun? Oh, okay. Is that it? Okay.
Huh? Something seems wrong with A.
I don't know why. Are you daijoubu desu ka? Daijoubu desu ka?
Why would you ask that?
Well, you look like you're sad.
Well, usually you'd pull out your sword and swish! Vaporize them all in one go!
Vaporize.
You are unduly concerned. I'm simply conserving my energy. Although I have some understanding of the situation already, it could take an unexpected turn at any time.
I don't know why, but I like this angle.
I must be prepared for anything. If there are more formidable monsters lying in wait in this area, I must make sure I have the strength to face them.
You're an Archon. You need energy? You need that? Aren't you like supposed to be the god of the land? You need energy?
Ah, makes sense! Spoken like a seasoned shogun!
You're an Archon though. You are the Electro Archon. You need rest?
The roots seem pretty badly damaged this time. We definitely need to tell the Yashiro Commission about this.
You didn't do that before you started to stroll out and about, eh?
Hey, the same light is leaking out again!
Please don't be another. Imagine it's someone from Kanryo. Gojo.
Furuyama? Is that you?
No, it's Gojo. And this man is Gojo.
Almighty Shogun, what brings you back so soon? I thought you were off fighting a battle in a distant land.
I wonder if the Shogun can teleport. But this man is Gojo.
Fighting a battle in a distant land? Sounds like this guy's talking about 500 years ago, too.
Well, I'm pretty sure no one's going to be talking about like at this day and age, Paimon.
Allow me to introduce Furuyama. He is a tea master and a member of my retinue.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Though blind, Furuyama is unparalleled in his ability to appraise tea. He brews some of the very finest tea in all of Inazuma.
Hollow Purple? I think he can do that too. Stronger than A. A needs energy.
You shower me with praise undeserved. I have simply had the good fortune to be in your Excellency's presence long enough to become acquainted with all the skills that are required of me.
I wonder how many skills go into making tea. I bet it's a lot, especially in Japan.
It sounds like the Almighty Shogun has brought a guest. I'm afraid I'm unable to serve you any respectable refreshments on account of the current situation. But please, sit and rest.
You should sit and rest, sir. I mean, you are dead.
After all, it's quite a mess out there.
What should we do?
Let A handle it. I want to learn more about the past.
Oh, yeah. Sheesh. There's monsters everywhere out there. It's pitch black and loads of people have been injured.
So you're just gonna lie to him? Well, I don't think that's a lie, but...
I see. So, they have fought their way this far already.
Yeah, I wouldn't tell someone or worry someone about what happened and led to their death after they're dead. I find
Most
that
of the
strange.
residents in this neighborhood have already escaped. They wanted to take me with them, but it seemed rather pointless to me. So, I decided to stay.
He's Gojo. He's Gojo.
And now the Almighty Shogun is here, I have even less reason to run away. Imagine if this was something that even the Almighty Shogun was powerless to resolve. Where could I possibly run to then?
How come you're not panicking? He's Gojo, that's why.
People flee out of a desire to live on. And the desire to live on stems from a feeling of having unfinished business in life. But me, I have no such thoughts, and I have no regrets.
Everyone who watches this video aspire to be Furuyama. A Giga Chad.
The almighty Shogun often speaks to me about her dreams over tea.
You drugging her?
Just listening to her stories. I've been blind for many years.
He's not
But her
blind.
vivid descriptions took me on a splendid journey to all the most beautiful places in Inazuma. Over time, I've come to understand her mindset. Quite the romantic at heart. A true dreamer.
Quite the romantic at
One
heart.
thing she always says is, good things don't last forever. Everything changes, fades, disappears completely over the passage of time. And so, people must make the most of the life they have, seize the chance to enjoy it while it lasts, and have no regrets in the end.
I don't know why, but I love this man's voice. I don't think he's talking about A. I think he's talking about her older sister. Because that doesn't sound... Yeah, that's what I was saying. That doesn't sound like A.
So you see, as bleak as things may be now, I have experienced countless wonderful things in life, and have no reason not to be satisfied.
Giga Chad. Everyone should try to be like Fuyurama.
Perhaps you are right.
I think he's right. You are amazing, my friend.
It won't be long now before I have to say goodbye to the almighty Shogun for the last time. What a pity. I'll never get to see what Inazuma looks like after the almighty Shogun rebuilds it anew.
Can she not fix your eyes? I mean, Morax fixed the eyes of a dragon.
But I suppose it doesn't matter. Everyone says that Inazuma has turned dark now. But to me, it went dark a long time ago.
Ooh, tell us more.
Once this catastrophe is over, life is sure to spring forth anew. But even if I survived until then, I'd probably be a hopelessly befuddled old so-and-so by then. So, never mind, eh?
He knows how, like, he must have, like, read the book of life cover to cover, page to page. You can learn a lot from him, eh? Your sister did.
Oh, goodness me. Speaking of befuddled, look at me rambling away to my heart's content and forgetting to serve the tea.
If he disappears, I'm gonna actually get emotional.
Emotional, damn it!
The almighty Shogun comes to visit and I don't have the tea ready. A truly egregious loss of decorum. One moment, I'll just... Where in the world is the tea set? I hope the others didn't smash it to smithereens in their hasty departure.
This man doesn't realize he's probably in the afterlife. What a legend.
Can't see a tea set anywhere around here.
Thank you, Paimon, for playing along.
Really? But it's always been right by my side. Goodness gracious, what a fool I'm making of myself.
Don't worry, man. We know where to find a tea set.
Couldn't possibly have my guests fetch it themselves. That would be most discourteous indeed.
That's true.
Don't worry about it. Take a rest. We'll be back right away.
Not going to come
Almighty
back.
Shogun, you're not going too, are you? No. Your humble servant implores you, not with the war raging outside.
She'll be fine.
This place is complicated. It's quite unlike the tea house in your memories. Leave it to us.
But, well, okay. I never thought I'd see the day that I need the almighty Shogun to personally collect my tea set for me. I can't decide whether it's a final regret or a final stroke of good fortune.
Where should we go to find a tea set? Having a cup of tea isn't exactly the most urgent thing to do right now. But at the same time, this lovely old man from 500 years ago has been through so much. And it makes Paimon so sad.
It makes me sad too. Gojo is such a
I'm
man.
also feeling very nostalgic for his tea.
I wonder if you'll
Why don't
actually...
we go to the Kamisato estate? There'll definitely be a tea set we can borrow there.
We're just gonna show up at the Kamisato estate. Kamisato Estate. Oh, you're gonna be so here. Surprise, my friend.
It's the Traveler. And the almighty Shogun.
Yeah, sounds like Tepe.
How might I be of assistance, Your Excellency?
I wish to borrow a tea set from the Yashiro Commission.
Oh, sure. I'll fetch that for you right away. Please step into the courtyard and have a rest, almighty Shogun. Oh, and I'll inform my lord about your visit immediately. Ah, and the tea set. I'll bring that here as soon as it's ready.
You know, have us sit out in the rain, open the
Be
door.
at ease. I'm not here to see Commissioner Kamisato. Actually, I'd prefer to spend this time chatting with the Traveler.
Oh.
Please, fetch the tea set at your convenience.
No. I am your humble servant. I daren't think of my own convenience when the almighty Shogun graces me with her presence. I'll deal with it right away.
Well, it's not often we have the chance to chat. I'm sure you must have a lot of questions.
Was it really you that the tea master used to serve? You can at least call him by his name. Gojo.
Right. Paimon wanted to ask that too. The almighty Shogun that he described didn't sound anything like you at all.
I'm sure that doesn't sound passive aggressive to A.
I seldom had the time to drink tea. Any free time I had was spent practicing martial arts.
That's smart.
So, in the vast majority of cases, the one he made tea for was the former Electro Archon, who was also my sister, Raiden Makoto.
Raiden Makoto. That's a cute name. I like it. Makoto. I like that name.
He may well have had an inkling about there being two Raiden Shoguns, but he always acted as if he was completely unaware of it. The
always-
philosophy of life that he shared with us just now, that was Makoto's view on reality. She always saw things that way.
You and Makoto had pretty different views, huh?
Yeah, maybe if Makoto was alive, Tepe wouldn't have died. F in the chat for Tepe.
Indeed we did. It was the biggest difference between us. In her eyes, the most precious things in this world were dreams. The yearning for a better future held by living beings.
Dreams, in other words, ambitions.
They are similar, but not identical.
I would say so. Ambitions
When you
and dreams.
came charging into the plane of Euthymia, I saw human aspirations light up the sky far above in the form of countless stars. This somewhat shook me. Now, it seems like she was right, while I took the wayward path.
I would say so. I mean, they killed Tepe.
Wow. There sure was a lot going on beneath the surface.
Yeah, that's true.
Makoto saw a bigger picture than I did. In her view, a dream is more imaginary, more abstract than an ambition. An ambition is a yearning for something material or a concrete outcome. It is finite in nature and will be replaced by a new ambition in due. Makoto was more concerned with the force that drives humans to constantly generate new ambitions in the first place. It is
That's
Why did it?
quite a lot to take in.
To put it simply, Makoto wasn't concerned about outcomes. I didn't understand at the time. How can we say that we are maintaining eternity when things are constantly moving forward and evolving? I suppose what it comes down to is the definition of eternity she set out with.
It seems more in line with how humans view the world.
Yes, it does. I always thought that she must have grasped some elusive, arcane wisdom to arrive at the conclusions she did.
No,
But in the last analysis, Makoto's philosophy was, on the surface at least, an elegantly simple one. Notwithstanding that it was also the more prudent choice, based on a more mature, far-sighted outlook.
Do you feel you're starting to understand her better now?
I'll let her learn
You
more
have
about it.
already witnessed my previous views on eternity.
Yeah, I want the
now,
best.
I no longer cling to what was lost. I suppose that means our differences have been reconciled.
Oh, I'd say so.
Almighty Shogun, I found a tea set. This one in particular should be fit for your excellency's use.
It's quite beautiful. Thank you.
I wonder who they used to belong to.
You are too kind. A humble servant such as I does not deserve the gratitude of the Almighty Shogun.
Man, just take it, bro.
It's all good, sir. She's actually pretty chill.
Aw, look at that face, Aether. Aether's my favorite character, by the way.
Let us return. We ought not keep Furuyama waiting too long.
Cutscene. Where's Gojo? No way he did. No way he disappeared.
Emotional damage!
Did he?
Wouldn't have gone looking for a tea set himself, would he?
Wouldn't put him past him.
Or perhaps the ley lines did not have the power to sustain him for very long,
Oh my god.
as was the case with the memory we sought earlier.
Oh my
So-
god.
So we won't get to drink his tea? We didn't even have a chance to say goodbye.
This moment, Shorty should give like Paimon a hug. Aether, I should say.
The information held in the ley lines is complex and disorderly. The fact that we were able to meet him to begin with was a miracle of fate.
Cheer up, Paimon. Nah, cheer up, Paimon.
Well, this chance won't come often, and we do have a tea set. Perhaps I should try my hand at making us a pot of tea.
You need to try making tea. Your character can't cook. Don't do it, Chokin. Don't do it.
I've watched Furuyama brew tea on many occasions. I doubt I should have any major problems doing it myself.
A brews a piping hot.
The tea is ready.
Oh, I didn't get to read
Please
it.
give it a try. So many thoughts were racing through my head as I was brewing it. I'm not sure how to explain it.
You don't need to. I understand.
You're right. But the things we've seen today have brought back many memories for me. I've been reminded of many people, too. Kitsune Saigu, Makoto,
I love that name.
and all the other friends who I watched pass even further back.
Makoto is such a cute name.
Back at the Yashiro Commission, I kept the conversation reasonably light-hearted. But now, I'd like to broach a heavier topic, if I may. The events of 500 years ago not only robbed me of my friend, Kitsune Saigu, they also took Makoto away from me, for good.
So you're telling me this war killed the Electro Archon?
She died in that disaster too?
Yes. She went to Conria alone, without telling me.
She went to Conria? She went to Conria without telling me. I'm getting goosebumps.
Unlike me, Makoto was no martial artist.
Aw.
Whenever similar crises had arisen in the past, I was always the one to face them in her stead.
So she was more of a thinker and heartwarm than a brute. Man.
But this time, the circumstances were so grave that Makoto had no choice but to leave me behind. Or perhaps it was more that she went ahead of me, put herself in front of me, so that I would remain hidden. In any case, by the time I realized what was happening,
Makoto had already.
yes, it was too late. I arrived only in time to hear her dying breath.
Oh my god. F in the chat from Makoto. Man. Her dying breath.
She had already lapsed into unconsciousness by that point, so all I could do was enter into her mind. As far as you're concerned, it would be somewhere similar to the plane of Euthymia.
You entered her consciousness.
It was there that we bid each other a final farewell. I cried bitterly. Even in those final moments, I couldn't understand her actions.
Oh my
Why
God.
did she go to Conria first, and not I? Why did she keep me in the dark about it? Was it to shield me? It was there and then that I resolved to pursue eternity. As a testament to that decision, I saved her realm of consciousness just before it collapsed completely and brought it back to Inazuma.
That's quite a story.
When I returned to Inazuma, I was shocked to find that a great sakura tree had appeared on Mount Yogo. The tree that you know as the sacred sakura.
Appeared?
That's exactly what everyone back then told me as well. That it had existed since time immemorial. They were so matter-of-fact about it, and couldn't at all understand what I was so surprised about.
The tree was so shaken it grew.
No one questioned it. And yet, its presence contrasted so starkly with the area as I remembered it. It seemed as if I was the only one to have noticed it appear suddenly out of thin air.
Wow.
In the end, I simply had to accept that it was a miraculous effect of Makoto's consciousness.
So, her consciousness is basically the tree.
With the help of the sacred Sakura's power, I was finally able to overcome the monsters and quell the disaster in Inazuma.
This is all really hard to understand. Kinda beyond Paimon's level.
Your level's really, really, really low, Paimon. Makoto's power somehow made that tree appear.
Yes. She had such a great love for this land and for its people. In this respect, I still do not compare to her.
That's true.
I once told myself that I would never speak of these events again. Facing the fact that she is gone is unbearably painful.
Newish soundtrack.
But even the tea that is most bitter to the tongue, once swallowed, leaves some sweetness in the throat.
Straight up, no cap, I had some tea like that.
And it's time I came to terms with it all.
I know the pain of separation too.
Oh, while we're on the topic, since you experienced that battle in person,
Have you seen my sister?
Sister? I had heard that you were looking for your family.
Yes.
You mean to say that she was somehow involved in the Conria disaster?
I would say so.
based on what we've learned so far, it seems so, yeah.
I'm sorry. I wasn't there for the whole thing. By the time I arrived, the worst of the fighting was already over.
Genshin Impact theory time. She said that most of the fight was over when she was there. Does that mean any other Archons like Morax were there as well?
And also, my mind was consumed entirely with the plight of Inazuma and the fate of those closest to me. So, I am afraid I can't help you.
Man.
Oh, well, that's a shame. But it can't be helped, I guess.
They're going all out with the traveler's head expressions or face expressions.
Boy, both of you have experienced great tragedy.
With this last cup of tea, let us honor the Tea Master's memory.
Take out Tea Master and put in Gojo.
Thank you, Destiny, for giving us the chance to meet again.
Thank you, Destiny, for giving us the chance to meet again.
We should go. Let's keep following the traces.
We took a little detour.
Very well. Based on my investigation so far, I believe this next pack of monsters should be the last.
Blood. That looks like blood. I don't want to go in here. It's giving me domain vibes. expect that. What are they doing?
Once again, please leave them to me.
Are you actually gonna fight them?
Are you sure you're alright? You're scaring us!
She got some steam to blow off.
Fear not. Fighting is what I do best.
You okay? You about to cry? Oh, so we do have to fight them. Alright. Oh, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Are you okay?
I'm fine.
You're not dead? Are you okay?
Hey, maybe you should leave this one to us.
Don't force it.
My apologies.
Don't worry about it. Just take a breather and get your strength back.
Is she losing power because her gnosis was taken away?
We'll deal with the monsters.
Oh, God. Oh, are they gonna fight him?
Look, that's the same light again.
Let's go Shadow Konjutsu on this. Ooh, samurai. Are they actually gonna fight them?
Where am I?
Fujiki.
Who are you? Almighty Shogun, you're here too. Are you injured, Your Excellency?
I'm quite all right. Just feeling a little stiff.
You stretch more. I like his beard.
We, the Shogunate Samurai, will defend the Shogun until the very end.
Oh,
Come on, men. They're coming back for more. Let's get them.
Don't! It's too dangerous.
Danger is our duty, ma'am. If we were the kinds to shy away from danger, we never would have taken up arms to begin with.
tell him.
No need to worry, Almighty Shogun. When the situation looks bleak, we will draw on the power granted to us by the gods.
Do you have visions?
Is that a vision?
Ooh, he does.
Certainly is. I know the gods are omnipotent, and their willingness to grant their power to humans means they have high expectations for us. If the Almighty Shogun is in trouble, now of all times is the moment for us to honor that.
So that's how samurai of that era understood visions, huh?
So full of hope, an unwavering commitment.
Nobody knew where your excellency had gone, and we were starting to despair. But now we've found you. You're right here with us. Just the sight of you appearing before us once more has reignited the hope in our hearts.
Shinzo Sasagero.
This hope is the light that will guide us out from the darkness.
Tell him.
Everyone, on me!
We'll fight too.
Huh? Affirmative, but watch your backs.
Protect the Almighty Shogun!
Are they actually? They gave us a little domain. Lad, let's go. Look at his toes. Are you okay, Shogun?
Seems like their attacks are finally over.
Don't let your guard down.
I've never fought so fiercely before.
Thank you all.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
Are you okay? Maybe you should keep resting.
I just find it strange that they had the Archon rest. I find that strange.
I feel much better already.
Nice.
You fought phenomenally. It was truly awe-inspiring.
I mean, you know, Sam's the main character, you know.
The monsters will definitely come back. And when they do, it'll be more than a few Rift Hounds this time. Quickly, escort Her Excellency back to Inazuma City, and regroup with the General's forces as soon as possible.
Wakarimashita.
When everyone sees the Almighty Shogun safely returning, their spirits will be lifted.
Look at their katanas.
Well, what are you guys gonna do?
They're just gonna go, despawn.
We will stay here and guard against the monsters' advance. We cannot afford to let them get any further.
That's smart.
We are brothers in arms. As long as we stick together, we can face any number of monsters that come our way.
I'd love to be in a community like that. They're not alive, Paimon. They died like 500 years ago. We had no business disrupting the reality that they are experiencing.
Just leave it to us. fighting is what we do best. But the almighty Shogun is the only one of us with the power to change the present state of affairs. Only Her Excellency can turn back the tide of despair and lead us onward into the future.
That's true.
No matter what kind of threat faces Inazuma, we will always place our faith in the almighty Shogun.
They have faith in you.
Thank you all very much.
Arigato
I
gozaimasu.
promise you that I will create a bright future for Inazuma. I should not have left it this late to make this promise. But from this moment forth, know that I shall be true to my word.
Don't worry, Your Excellency. We will never doubt your word as long as we live. With you leading us, we will claim back everything that Inazuma has lost.
Glory to the Shogun!
What was that bow? What was that bow?
Glory to the Shogun!
That's kind of sad.
They're gone.
Was that a promise to them?
It was both. The people's sacrifice has always caused me immense pain. But in dwelling on the tragedy, I overlooked their splendor. The grief blinded me to how brightly they shone in their final moments.
That's
The
deep.
result being that in the centuries since their sacrifice, I have dishonored their will. You could
Oh.
take the view that whatever I say to them is meaningless, because they are but disembodied memories held in the ley lines. But even so, they are due a resolution. I owe it to them, and to all the people who have placed their faith in me to date.
Well, Paimon thinks that even if it's a few hundred years later, you're doing right by them now. And that's what counts.
I feel like if the traveler didn't have Paimon in the beginning or the middle of the part of his story, he would probably went insane.
Thank you for your comforting words. But this is my basic duty as Inazuma's Archon, and I have neglected it for far too long. I used to think just like that samurai, that I was first and foremost a warrior, and my only duty was to face whatever challenge came my way. But what Inazuma needs more than a warrior is someone like Makoto.
I like how this is like a Japanese name. I like it.
Even though I am utterly unlike Makoto and can never become the person she was, I still need to do the things that she would have done.
Humans are worthy of your trust. Some humans, not probably most of them aren't, but it's whatever.
Yes, they are. They are strong and resilient and have much to be proud of.
I always like your beauty mark.
As the Raiden Shogun they revere, I should not be the one to hold them back.
Well said. Sounds to Paimon like you figured things out.
Change will come to Inazuma, and with it, new possibilities. This will take time, but eventually, the future will bring healing to the scars of the past.
Tell him.
No matter how long it takes, I am committed to bringing this to fruition. This is my promise.
Aww.
Now that we've dealt with the Rift Hounds, this matter is halfway resolved. It does not appear that the threat will escalate for the time being. I will leave the Tenryo and Yashiro commissions to handle the follow-up work, such as investigating the origins of this incident and tending to the root system.
Okay.
Alrighty then, let's move on.
We're not doing anything else, right? This is the end of the quest, right? This is the end, right?
It's cool on the outside, but Paimon bets her emotions must be all over the place right now, huh?
Probably.
She seems to have changed a lot since we last met her.
She had character growth.
Huh? What's wrong, eh? Come on, keep up.
She's having an ancestral crisis. Help her. Hey!
What's going on? Are you feeling unwell again?
Is it?
My body I can't move it. It looks like the situation is more serious than I thought.
We should get you back to the city. Come on.
No need. She is calling me.
The puppet?
The time has come.
The time has come.
Can you help me walk?
Girl, I'll carry
I need
you.
to go to the cave below the Grand Narukami Shrine.
Why? What's in there?
She'll explain on the way.
A battleground. One where I shall sever ties with the past and take the first steps into the future.
I'm getting hyped. Let's go. I'm getting hyped. I'm getting hyped, A. I'm getting hyped. This place. Let's investigate. Let's go.
We're finally here. The entrance should be nearby.
Okay. Ooh. Came right out of ooh. A little cutscene. It was like an ender portal.
Where did the Torii Gate come from?
大丈夫ですか?
It's getting worse again. But it's fine. I'm happy. I'm about to put an end to it all.
Oh, she's about to die. It's either that or we fight the boss.
I once sealed off with my own hands the entrance to Raiden Makoto's realm of consciousness.
Makoto's.
It looks like she will no longer allow me to do with this body as I please.
What are you talking about? And who is she? Makoto?
Paimon. Oh my god, Paimon. Paimon, Paimon. No, I'm not jumping in there.
Follow me.
And we're gonna have to find something.
I'm dizzy. Where did we get sucked into this time?
Who knows?
This
It looks a lot like the Playing Tamiya.
Look up, it's another A.
They're about to throw hands, bro.
We meet again, traveler.
This is the Raiden Shogun.
This body is an assistant to the one within, but it is also the guardian of the rules.
What are the rules?
Should the one within wish to stray from the rules, this body shall stand in her way.
So it changes A from changing.
Wait, Paimon knows that voice. Is that the puppet?
You have wandered the realm in my body, and you appear to have grasped the true essence of eternity.
Ooh.
You believe your present self has greater certainty than your former self. Thus, you believe your present self is correct, don't you? But have you really been enlightened with new ideas? Or have you been degraded by irreversible erosion? I'm here to show you my answer. We are both warriors, and the dialogue we must now have shall be conducted by the blade alone.
They're about to spar, bro.
Here and here just took a turn for the worse.
Yeah, it went pretty south.
Are you alright now?
The Archons, they're
The
fine.
discomfort I was experiencing earlier was caused by the Shogun rejecting my continued use of her body. As she indicates, once I started entertaining the idea of change, I became hostile in her eyes.
Ooh. And oh.
But inside a realm of consciousness, I exist independently of her. She cannot affect me in this way. Though she is a puppet, the Shogun has her own consciousness too. When necessary, she appears here to confront me.
It's like she's shackled down by the puppet. I think you mentioned this before. Is there a system to safeguard against malfunctions?
Paimon gets that everyone has their internal battles and stuff, but not like this. It's a bit extreme.
They both know each other's strengths and weaknesses.
Hey, showdown with the Shogun? Never thought we'd see that day.
Oh, they're about to
The
scrap.
rules I set for the Shogun are... No. The Shogun herself is the manifestation of my past ideals. The very foundation stone of eternity. It shall not be easily swayed.
Tell him.
I would not try to change her if it wasn't necessary.
Isn't there any other way? Can't you talk it through or something?
Talk it through?
But they both
I didn't even get to see what I pressed.
Inazuma.
My form is a symbol of supreme majesty, in which has been vested power over all the realm. It is the cohesive embodiment of all that constitutes the Raiden Shogun.
Ooh, Leah never had anything like this. This is Archon on Archon 1v1s.
It inherits A's pain, the pain of inevitable loss that comes as she moves forward. So too does it inherit her determination to reach eternity.
Like your fingernails.
Every action undertaken is for the sake of resisting erosion. Determination, courage, love, hatred. All of these will be degraded and distorted by the incessant flow of time.
Okay.
Only rules shall remain constant for eternity.
Okay.
Those were my thoughts when I created you. Now, they are towering obstacles that I have no choice but to overcome.
Climb him.
You wish to make yourself my enemy? I am your past, the everlasting law, the guardian of eternity.
I don't want to fight the Raiden Shogun.
And I am she who promised a dream to her subjects. Raiden A.
Oh my god.
Even
Oh, I get to fight?
Almighty only
Oh,
made
we don't get to use... Oh, we're gonna do...
Your blade has been cleansed of her blood and filth.
Oh, we're throwing hands. We're throwing hands. Oh, I can't hit her? Her shield's stronger than Zhongli's. Look at those effects! Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, she's light work. Where is she going?
Sweeps the land.
If we don't hit these, are we gonna die or not? Ooh. You can't hit me. Ooh. Can I actually die? I don't think I can die. They would have gave me the rest of my character if I could die. My ult's stronger than yours.
Fell to the ground as pitch black rain. As long as the ley lines flow, the relentless erosion of time will never stop.
She's completely recovered.
What? Oh, we're dead. Let's see what happens if we die. Actually, I don't want to. Ooh, that's a lot of... Oh, we're about to die.
Pathetic, weak,
Calling me weak? That's disrespectful.
pathetic.
Oh, we're dead. I can read your movements. I read your movements. I can read them all. Oh, never mind. Didn't see that. Oh my god. Let's heal. No, let's die. Let's die first. Then I think we're supposed to die, right? What is that? What is that? Find and defeat the shut the body stretch yourself. What is this boss fight? Oh, these are easy. No, oh yeah, take all of this damage. Ooh! Oh, we healed. What's the point of a... Whoa. We healed. Nope. Block. Block it. You're getting mollywops. Should not have done that. You're not killing me anytime soon. Anytime. This is the last time, right? Ooh, I like this soundtrack. Listen to the soundtrack. Oh my god. Listen to this soundtrack.
Sweep the land. Illusion shattered. Inazuma's strength eternal.
Oh, didn't hit me. Coward.
Weak. Be gone.
Look at her effects on the lightning. Oh,
Only
we won.
emptiness.
We won. We won.
Have you finally defeated her?
Yeah, she got mollywopped. They're gonna be phase 2. Look at her.
It appears your martial prowess has not dulled. But how long can your will remain strong?
As strong as it needs to. As long as it needs to. Surely the Shogun puppet isn't invincible. I mean, we did like fight her, so I don't think so.
In this realm of consciousness, her existence is tenacious indeed.
Tenacious.
She was built to resist erosion. Her will is stronger than any other living beings, including you and me.
Even through all of Teyvat?
Does that mean this is gonna be a never-ending battle?
No, that wouldn't make sense.
Maybe. But I have to prove to her that my present will is no product of erosion. The future I shall forge will be a grand undertaking, one that will be resistant to erosion.
Look at the look at this katana.
If I don't do this, the Shogun's rules can never change, and Inazuma can never move forward.
Your pupils are white.
This is my duty. No matter how long this battle may last, months, years, centuries, and no matter how many times we must fight, I will defeat her.
What will happen to the what happened to Inazuma in the meantime? Yamiko will probably like step up or whatever.
500 years ago, humanity proved their strength in battle.
Look where that got him. Celestia sent a nuke on him.
Here in the present, they rely on their ambition to challenge wayward practices, tear them out like the diseased wood of an old sakura tree, so that new, healthy branches might spring to life in their place. It is about time that I learn to trust them.
Everyone looks to the Shogun for hope.
I understand that. But if the dreams of which Makoto spoke are true eternity, a short moment for which the Shogun does not exist is nothing to fear. I fight for the everlasting future of Inazuma. However long the battle may last, it is but a drop in the ocean of eternity. I vow to the subjects of Inazuma that I shall one day return. This is my oath. Please, be my witness.
We sure will.
During my absence, I place everything in Miko's hands.
I can do it.
But this means that...
You're not gonna. We're not
Pass on
gonna.
my words.
We're not leaving you. What? We left her? We were
Looks like we got kicked out.
Yeah.
What do we do? Are we really just gonna leave A and the Shogun to keep on duking it out in there forever?
I hope not.
She was making sense. And maybe this is the only way to change the Shogun's rules, but still.
A has no physical body anymore and has to rely on the Shogun. This cannot be the only way.
Right? Also, A can be pretty stubborn at times and has a history of rushing into difficult situations.
Let's go tell Yamiko.
Too obsessed with winning, and she forgets why she's there in the first place. It could happen, and then she might never leave again.
We're not about to leave her just yet.
Yeah, we should help her out, like we did last time. The quicker she gets through this, the better.
Yeah, let's do it, Paimon.
Is there any way we can cut down how long she needs to spend in there? Or, help her win the fight?
I don't know.
Well, whatever. Can't let anything bad happen to A while she's in there.
Let's tell Yamiko.
Mother can't get in there anymore.
Let's tell Yamiko.
First things first, we gotta find a way back in. Oh, come on, brain use, don't feel time on now. Okay, maybe if we both ram into it at the
Yes, Aether. You need to talk to the
I
Yamiko.
nearly forgot about her.
How?
Who knows if she really understands these consciousness realm playing thingies?
Wasn't she the one who...
But there's no one else we can turn to. Alright, up the mountain we go.
But let's go. Yamiko. 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 Yamiko.
Someone's not in the best of moods. Let me guess. You're all tangled up in another situation and need me to unravel it for you.
More like A.
I hope you realize how lucky you are. If it was anyone else, I don't think I'd have the patience to keep greeting them with a smile after the first few times.
Maybe it's because you're cute.
But you're always smiling.
That was a figure of speech, do you understand? Nitpicking my turns of phrase. The sheer audacity.
Oh, yeah. Something really big's happened. It's
She already knows. Oh.
Oh, okay, I see. So, A's decided to palm Inazuma off on the humans, while she goes off on her own to fight a fierce battle that doesn't even have an end date.
Good luck being the Electro Archon, Yamiko.
Impossibly stubborn. Jumps straight to the most extreme course of action imaginable. Presumes her sheer will can see her through, despite a near impossible goal that requires nothing short of the very peak of her abilities. Yes, that sounds like A, all right. You know as well as I do that she's always been like this. Why start fretting about it now?
This duel is more serious than anything up till now.
Rushed into it without thinking. Well put. Oh, she acts like such a child sometimes.
So you.
So you seem to be under the impression that I am able to offer some sort of help? Who gave you that idea?
We just had a expectation.
Is she playing dumb? She's doing this on purpose, for sure.
Messing with us.
Aha, you're a learning little one. But really, the truth of the matter is that I don't know much more about Raiden Makoto's realm of consciousness than you do. All I know is that it's the foundation of the sacred Sakura, and from what I've heard, it's a little different from A's plane of euthymia.
Because Raiden Makoto is no longer alive?
Yes, it's true. She
Not
did
just
that.
because of that. The nature of the space itself is different in some way, but I can only speculate. You're the ones who have actually been there, so you tell me, what was it like?
This, I wasn't paying attention, is stupid. I didn't notice any differences.
Anyway, we needn't worry about the details too much. It'll just be a little difficult to explain things later on, that's all. First things first, follow me to the entrance.
Entrance of what?
Now then, I always have my ways. It's just a question of how crafty I need to be. To the outsider, the realm of consciousness is a very abstract concept. Luckily, I'm A's familiar, so I can sense her rough whereabouts.
Aren't your legs cold standing in the water?
In other words, even though I can't pinpoint the exact spatial location of this realm, I can still send you to where A is.
So, it's abstract, but has a location, but you don't know where it is, but you can still send us there. What?
She's just gonna throw us
no
in
need
some
to try
area.
and understand it. Let me put this simply. Right now, she is surrounded by chaos.
So the puppet's basically like whooping
Everything
her.
is turbulent and disordered. If you try to force your way in, you could be swept away by a giant wave that sets you down in an unknown corner of space-time. This is precisely why when entering the plane of euthymia, it's much safer if you place your consciousness in a physical object first.
What? Alright, well, I might stay here then. You keep going.
Paimon, you're not gonna abandon me, are you?
Suit
Guilt tripper.
yourself. Worst case scenario, all we stand to lose is A. So what's the big deal?
She doesn't give.
Oh, well, if you're quite sure, then of course. Now, I shall send you on your way.
It looks the same.
I say.
Doste.
Oh, nothing. It just seems extraordinarily chaotic, that's all. My suspicions have been confirmed.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter inside.
Remember A.
Only a strong enough will can prevent you from being swallowed by the giant waves of abstract space. Only if you are strong enough can I deliver you to the right destination. Well then, the door's open. Hop on in.
Alright, we're going to
I'll
the
stay
nether.
outside and provide what stability I can. I'll be ready to respond if anything happens. I'm placing my god in your capable hands. For my sake and for Inazuma's, please. Bring her back.
Let's do it.
Nico, you better know what you're doing.
She sounded like she was actually afraid. We will not fail.
That's enough chatter. Get to work.
We will. Love you.
Remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter inside. Only if you are strong enough can I deliver you to the right destination.
What's happening? What's happening? That cutscene was crazy. Yes, we're back.
How can this be?
Yeah, Miko.
You have returned. But how were you able to get back in? And how come you have not changed at all in all these years?
Years?
This is a duel to remember.
It is as if we have returned to the moment when the laws of eternity were first established. Your will today is as strong as it was back then.
Over countless battles, not once have you lost, and never have you shown the slightest hesitation.
Had I made all enemies of eternity stand against you, you still would not have wavered. For your firm commitment to enforcing the rules, you have my admiration too. You bring honor to the title of Guardian of Eternity. Now these two return once more to this space. An inevitability of fate, perhaps. Then, let this be our final duel, the conclusion to that which began 500 years ago.
Okay.
Final duel? So you're finally willing to
Go all
stand
out.
back, traveler.
Are you gonna put an end to all this? Oh, she's serious.
I'm going to be the start of something new.
Tell him. Oh, it's about to go crazy.
The time our duels took to fight
Oh, we have to
was
fight.
long enough to witness the rise.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, what is this? Oh my god. I don't remember something this amazing happening for a long time. Look at that. Oh, we're dead. We're dead. We're dead. She got freaking Excalibur. Look at this armor. It's like Zhang-Li's in this story quest. Please don't kill me. Oh, attack the flowers. I live. English. Oh my god. Oh my. Listen to the soundtrack. Oh my god. Please don't kill me. Oh, okay. Where's the flower? Where's the flower? Where's the flower? Get him out of here. Oh my god.
This is the end. You have won. I believed you were incapable of transcending the past. But it seems my belief was baseless, and I underestimated your spirit.
Oh my god, that transformation was... Oh my god.
But a will that cannot be eroded has no way to embrace the future. You need not worry about the future, and you aren't alone. I know your power more than anyone else. Had I relied upon my strength alone, I would have lost this duel for sure. Yet, my reason for fighting redefined my martial prowess and redrew my limits. I now carry the gaze of the myriad of expectant eyes that look to the light in the heavens.
A is not my favorite Archon. It used to be Zhongli. Zhongli, you're goated, but the cutscene in the fight, oh my god. MiHoYo, when they want to oppress you, they do it marvelously. Oh my god.
And whenever I think of this, I feel something stirring within Musou Ishin. The blade that I inherited from Makoto seems to be trying to guide me, to encourage me. I noticed it also. Just now in the heat of battle, it seemed to unleash a new and unfamiliar power. This power is beyond the limits of my understanding. This blade belonged to Makoto. Perhaps it can only respond to me with its full power when I truly understand and believe in her.
So you telling me when she almost...
When I clasped Musou Ishin in my hands, I had the feeling that she was by my side once again.
I felt that
Was it
before.
once a familiar feeling, and a strange one? Makoto barely wielded a blade in her life, and yet her blade brings me closer to her. You have my approval. Your present will is not the product of erosion. I shall no longer stop you from attempting to modify the rules. From this day forth, this body will remain your assistant.
That was amazing.
I won't design any more rules that can never be changed. You used to represent my past, but from today onward, you are me. Makoto never saw me as a fearless weapon. Likewise, I should not regard you as a mere tool.
The puppet is now a person. It is now the riding shogun.
You truly have changed. I suppose this is what humans call growth.
Character growth.
I understand. I shall become your shadow, just as you were once Makoto's shadow.
That was a nice camera angle change.
The duties I perform will not change. But as a warrior, I look forward to the chance to fight like this again in the future.
The Trifle and Palma just got the show of a century.
Do you say this because you have not yet reconciled yourself with your defeat?
Don't get cocky, bro.
It was simply a new experience for me. One that is worth reliving.
Have you finished fighting then? Like, for real this time?
Did you not listen to their conversation? Is the sword gonna kill itself or something? I don't know how to say this. Is glowing?
Hello, A. And greetings, those who have come to bear witness.
The same voice actor for two different characters? Okay.
I am Raiden Makoto, the previous Electro Archon, who failed in my duties and left you all to pick up the pieces.
I have mixed feelings about them being the same voice actor.
Makoto? I'm so happy. You've come so far. I always knew you would make it here in the end.
Oh, this is some like heartwarming type voice. The same voice actor did like 3 different voices and made them sound magnifique.
I left a faint fragment of my will in Musou Ishin, so that in the moment that you unleashed its full power, I too would be released.
Wow.
A convoluted way to reach you, but... well, You held such deeply entrenched views at the time that you wouldn't have listened to a word I said. There was no time to wait for you to have a change of heart. Please forgive me. All I could do was find some way to wait until you came, but...
Oh, my bad.
You never mentioned this to me.
She probably knew you weren't gonna listen.
Everything happened so suddenly. I'm sorry.
Sorry, listen.
I've always felt terrible for having to entrust Inazuma to you all of a sudden. I should have been the one to impart these ideas to you, a little at a time, to dissuade you from your pursuit of stillness. Did you know what was about to happen in Conria?
Conria, Lord.
I had some sense of it.
Oh,
That place was not somewhere that any Archon could afford to ignore. In my present form, I can no longer perceive time. I don't know how long we have been separated before this reunion, and I don't know what Inazuma has experienced in the meantime.
a lot.
But I know that this must have been an extremely arduous journey for you. And I'm sure you must have wanted to shed tears many times along the way. Don't look down on me.
Ooh, she got angry.
See? You admit it. It was with this possibility in mind that I left a parting gift for you. Something to soothe Inazuma's pain. Here, take it. Before my last shred of consciousness fades away. But it is you who must take the most important step.
Oh my god.
The light turned into a seed?
The miracle tree that blesses the people, in this moment new to the world and yet to be known. When to plant it, where it shall bloom. She who brings it into being must let her heart and dreams decide. Grant it life, eh? Is it really? Eternity extends time into infinity. Dreams illuminate each moment within. When both shine in unison, the sacred Sakura blooms from the darkness, finally free from the clutches of the heavenly principles. Now the nightmare has dissipated, and reality is made whole. The vision we both yearn for is still further ahead. My only regret is that I cannot witness Inazuma's future, nor can I walk this journey with you. Do you know, I am so happy right now, because my final wish has now come true. Your polearm once protected me from countless calamities. For this, I've always felt indebted to you. Though I could never repay you in full, this sacred Sakura will buy you some time until you are ready to awaken and embrace the new. What do you think? Did it do the trick? This time, it really is goodbye, eh? Goodbye, Makoto.
Oh my god. Those cutscenes are crazy. But if you want to see the cutscene, just go on YouTube. I'm pretty sure you have my reaction in audio. After leaving the realm of consciousness... Oh, gonna read it.
So the A of the present planted the sacred Sakura in the realm of consciousness, and it took root in the Inazuma of the past. No matter what you make of it, it's quite incredible.
All of this is thanks to Makoto's power. Her understanding of eternity is much more profound than mine.
You know that?
Eternity is a concept intimately connected with time. When you begin to touch on eternity, the concept of time becomes murky.
I saw wonderful things inside that place. We saw an amazing fight, a cutscene. Oh my god. Time was moving forward and backward at the same
A
time.
place where time is meaningless and cannot be understood with ordinary logic. So that was the turbulence I was sensing. Perhaps that is the reason why you were able to return precisely to this point in time without any problems. And yet, that sense of disorderliness has now completely disappeared.
I don't fully understand yet. But my intuition tells me that the reason for everything, it's that seed.
Well, I'm not convinced that it was Makoto's power alone.
It probably was. I know what you mean. Perhaps a higher power really was involved in all of this, but whatever the explanation, her solution was what saved us all.
Without the sacred Sakura, Inazuma would likely have been completely swallowed up centuries ago by that disaster and the filth.
Thank you, Kurama Tree.
I know you've always perceived there was something special about the sacred Sakura, but to me, it has always been there. You've tried in the past to prove to me that there is a connection between the sacred Sakura and Makoto's consciousness, but unfortunately, you never did persuade me, did you?
I think like 2 episodes ago,
No,
I said,
but I understand why now. It was because the sacred Sakura hadn't even been planted then.
I think that her first story quest that I recorded, or it might be the second episode, I said the sacred Sakura tree isn't doing anything for anybody. And then this whole quest is like, sacred Sakura tree saved everybody.
Don't you think that tree looks a lot different than how it does now?
Yeah.
The sacred Sakura is within my purview at the shrine, so obviously I get to prune it exactly how I like it. Now I see who's pulling the strings. I'm joking. That tree has been through a lot since it first sprouted. We have the loving care of Kitsune over the ages to thank for how it appears today. And obviously I played my part too.
What was that?
It's fair to say that very little time passed between the moment you came out of that realm and the moment you re-entered it. But in that same time, centuries of battling took place on the inside, did it not? Traveler, if I'm guessing correctly, you were repeating your wishes to yourself in your mind, weren't you?
Yes, I was.
At that time, I could sense A's whereabouts, but I also sensed anomalies in the flow of time within that space.
Straight up Doctor Strange, yeah, Miko.
Suffice to say, time added a whole new dimension to our search. Simply establishing the location was not sufficient.
Yeah, she's Doctor Strange now. Dr. Miko.
Fortunately, your will was strong enough that the turbulence carried you to the moment in time most likely to be the intersection of all that you were wishing for. The flow of turbulence may well have been influenced by Makoto, but it took everyone's efforts combined to ultimately help A. So this time, it looks like thanks are due to you.
We got thanks from Ya and Miko. Write this down in history. Mark your calendars. This will be a global holiday.
Does that mean it wasn't by chance that we ended up at the final duel? We were always meant to be there to witness what was going to happen?
And inevitable by fate.
I thought that the flow of time was the same on the inside and the outside. So it was a great shock to me when the traveler reappeared.
Thanks, you don't even know my name.
My first thought was, has a great disaster befallen Inazuma?
No, that's fine.
But it turned out you had come to rescue me. You came for my sake, to help me reach the best possible outcome.
Yeah.
You too have my thanks. You have done much for me, and I will never forget it.
Hey, how are you feeling now?
It probably feels better than ever.
My body has fully recovered, and the Shogun's will no longer fights against me.
Always thrilled to hear you're in good health. But I was really asking about your emotions. Have you managed to calm down? After all, You saw Makoto in there, didn't you?
The teasing is real.
I only heard her voice. I wouldn't say I saw her. I'll be fine. It brought a few things back, of course, but I've made my decision to move forward.
Character growth.
I have to say, this has reminded me once again just how brilliant Makoto was. She predicted all the ways in which Inazuma's future could unfold, all the way back then. She even factored my immaturity into her plan. It's all thanks to her that Inazuma lived to see this day.
Makoto was brilliant.
I just planted a seed.
Your will and hers were both indispensable.
Yeah, it was thanks to everything you did that you got to see her again. That's amazing.
But getting there was the result of countless efforts coming together. Just doesn't mean you should undervalue the part you played just because the cause and effect ended up a bit back to front. Let's go with this one.
Thank you.
No problem.
Today, at long last, you and Inazuma finally emerge from the shadows cast by the events of centuries past.
This is a long story quest.
Makoto and you are Inazuma's past and future, and both are indispensable.
It's rare to hear such comforting words from you. I graciously accept them.
She gonna say something back.
Oh, come on. You only think it's rare because you never used to listen to a word I say.
Whoop.
Makoto said the exact same thing! Great minds think alike, hmm? I wonder, does that qualify me to, maybe, take the position of Shogun for a couple of days?
You wouldn't do anything but read your books. Look at that side eye.
Actually, no. Forget that.
We will have to end the frivolities there. There is much work to be done. The Shogun and I will closely review the Inazuma of today to find out where things currently stand. Then, we will give careful consideration to the future. After that, I will abolish the Sakoku Decree.
The Sakoku Decree.
Really? That's huge news!
It is.
I am no longer pursuing an eternity defined by stasis. In which case, there is no further need to keep the nation under lock and key. I don't doubt that many challenges lie ahead for Inazuma.
But out of those challenges will be born new opportunities.
I'm looking forward to it.
She's basically going to lift the lock on Inazuma. Every character's about to come up in here. We're gonna see like a giant event or something. Transcendent Dreams, quest complete.